Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and welcome everyone. Today we start with lesson 2.4, our favorite sports stars. In this lesson we are going to read a biography. Also, in the end of this lesson we will write our own biography about a sports star. Activity 1, who are your favorite sports stars? So take 1 minute to think and decide who is your favorite sports star. Is it a basketball star or a football star? You can be or you can select any type of sports stars. And why? Why did you select this sports stars? And what do you know about their lives? For example, you said that your sports star or your favorite sports star is Simon Biles, which is the topic of today's lesson. Why did you choose Simon Biles? Maybe because she's the most successful gymnast of all time. And what do you know about their lives? We can see that in the paragraph there in paragraph B. Simon was born in Ohio in 1997. When she was very young, she was in a foster care. So these are informations about her life. Activity 2, read the biography of Simon Biles. And how many gold medals has she won? So let's zoom in and start reading together. Simon Biles is the most successful gymnast of all time. She has won more world championship medals than any other man or woman in the history of gymnastics. Simon was one of the superstars at the Olympic Games in Rio, where at just 19 years old, she won 4 gold and 1 bronze medals. So this is the answer for our question. How many gold medals has she won? 4 gold medals. So this is enough for uh, the questions. You can read the paragraph on yourself and try to answer the questions on activity 3. Read the text again and match the headings 1 to 4 to the paragraphs A to D. We have A, B, C, D paragraphs and 1 to 4. So the first number, Simon's early life. So we will go back to the paragraph and find which paragraph talks about Simon's early life. We can see that A is in the present perfect. B talks about dates and the place of birth. So this could refer to the early life. Number 2, present day success, like we see in paragraph A, present success is actually A. So the answers will be 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C. 4C. Activity 4, find these words in the biography. What do they mean? Discuss with your partners. Talent, give up, foster care, improve, coach, and tease. So what do they mean? Talent means a special skill. Give up, to stop doing something. Foster care is taking care of a child when you are not their parent. To get better at something, improve. Coach, someone who trains sports people. Tease, to joke about someone in an unkind way. So in a bad way. Activity 5, read the reading tip box. Why are these dates and numbers important? 5, third grade, and 2011, 2014. We can do A, 5, this refers to what number in the paragraph? 5 medals. She has won 5 medals, like we can see here. My first Olympics, I've walked away with 5 medals. Okay, 4 gold and 1 bronze. You can do the rest B, C, and D. Activity 6, talk to your partner about Simon's story and answer the questions. A, read the writing tip box and find an example of a quote. So here is the writing tip. Use quotes when you write about a famous person like Simon. Use quotes to give the reader an idea of the person's personality. So, to engage the reader of your biography, use the quotes. The quotes are basically messages or words of the person you want to write about. B, for you, what is the most interesting or surprising fact about Simon's life? I believe that the most surprising fact is that she was in a foster care, which means that she was not raised by her parents. Activity 7, write a biography. So we will write the same paragraph as the one here, but you may select the famous sports star or your favorite sports star. Also, I asked you guys that we can make it a little bit wider. You can speak about a family member, a classmate, anyone that you have enough informations as long you follow the steps. The first step, research, which is to find information about sports person on the internet or magazines. 2, planning, use headings to plan the biography like past simple, past perfect, numbers, data, dates, quotes, present perfect, um, early life, also present day success, journey, things like that can be headings. Number 3, writing. Use the headings, dates, and numbers to build your biography. So don't just use words, use dates, use numbers. Number 4, swap with a partner, check for any errors. That was it for the first lesson. Now we can move to the second lesson, 2.5, an extract from Offside. In this lesson, we are going to read and enjoy a story about a football match. So, activity 1, talk. Have you ever been to a live sports event? Have you ever went to a match in real life, and what was it like, and how did you feel? Did you feel excited, happy? Did it feel different than watching from the TV? Activity 2, read and listen. Part 1, Danny and his dad are at a live game. How does Danny help his dad? Why does he need to do this? Now let's listen together.
Track 14.
Offside by Tom Palmer.
Danny and his dad came to every City home game. And Danny acted as commentator because, when he was younger, his dad had been blinded in an accident. He'd had to stop work, stop playing football with Danny, stop almost everything. Danny remembered worrying if his dad would give up going to the football too. But on the day of the first game, after he was out of hospital, Dad had stood up. "Danny?" "Yeah?" "Come on, son. City are at home. What are you waiting for?" Since then, Danny had become skilled at describing live football, telling his dad just enough so that he could follow the game.
Okay, so let's answer our few questions here. How does Danny help his dad? By describing the match or by telling him what's happening in the game. He does this because his father is blind, because he got into an accident. Activity 3, read again and answer the questions at the end. What is the name of Danny's football team? Do Danny and his dad watch them in their home city or away? So we don't need to listen again. The answers are already in the paragraph here. A Danish football team, A, it is called City. B, they watch the team in their home city near where they live. Okay, we have paragraph 2 and more questions. Why is City player Sam Roberts special? You can listen again to the same audio and find the answer. Is it because he's scored a lot of goals or because he is the captain? Of course, it will be A. It will be number 1. He's scored a lot of goals. You can do the rest while we move to activity number 5. Football. Use words in the box to label the diagram. We have a picture here and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arrows or 5 blank spaces and 5 new words: strikers, defenders, goalkeeper, midfield, goal area. So let's start with number 1. Which one is this? Strikers, defenders, goalkeeper. So it will be this one. Number 3, goalkeeper. We will write it here or write number 1 on top of the word. Number 2, is it strikers, defenders, midfield, or goal area? So look at the picture closely and try to guess. So yes, it is goal area. We can write number 2 here next to the last word. Number 3 will be strikers, defenders, or midfield. So since it is in the center, it will be the midfield. Number 4, defenders. Number 5 will be strikers. Moving to activity number 7. Replace the underlined words in the text with words from the box. So instead of using long words, we can use one simple word that has more meaning. Roberts ran very fast, but we can use Roberts blasted down the field. Blasted down the field. The words or the sentence now feels more powerful. You can change B, found it difficult, very good, hit, passing in the goal. The words are struggled, bounced, awesome, fired, strike, exploded, keeper. Let's do, for example, moved up and down. So which word would suit this sentence? Moved up and down. Struggled, bounced, awesome, fired, strike, exploded, keeper. So it will be bounced, to be pounced. You can do the rest or just copy the answers we have here from A to H. From A to H. Moving to activity 8, read the expressions by emphasizing keywords. Listen and repeat Danny's commentary at the end of the extract. Which words does he emphasize? Let's listen together.
Track 16.
City's amazing Ghanaian international has scored the goal of the season.
So, amazing goal. These words he make emphasis on.
Picking the ball up on the edge of the area, he took it on his knee, then fired an unstoppable volley
Fired and unstoppable.
past the paralysed United keeper. That's Owusu's 20th goal of the season, and just goes to show that he deserved the African Player of the Year award he received only 2 weeks ago.
So you can replay the audio and find the words he make emphasis on. Or just take the answers from here. Amazing, goal, season, fired, unstoppable, past, paralyzed, 20th. Activity 9. Write. Now write a similar description of someone scoring a goal, winning a race or a competition. Use words from the text or other descriptive words. You can go back to the paragraph number 4 and try to make a sentence about a goal, about scoring a goal. So let's read together here. Picking the ball up on the edge of the area, he took it on his knee, then fired an unstoppable volley past the paralyzed United keeper. That's Uso's 20th goal. So you can use the same words or text and try to come up with your own description of someone scoring a goal. Moving to page 40, we can see the project challenge. It's an easy, simple challenge. We have to make, or first, number 1, to choose the kind of sport or activity that we want to write about. Number 2, we will research about this type of sport, and we will take questions to research the type of sport we selected. Number 3, we will plan the poster together, a poster where we will use pictures and informations about the sport we want to talk about. For example, let's say here the type of sport is football. I would take a picture of the goal. I would write a list of do's and don'ts. Like, for example, do play around your position. If you are a defender, stay and defend. If you are a goalkeeper, then you should keep the balls away from the goal. What you should not do, don't touch the ball with your hand, for example. Number 5, when you are happy with the information on your poster, add some pictures. Number 6, as a class, display the posters on the wall of the class. Read other groups' posters and write down 2 new pieces of information that you did not know before. So this will help us find exciting information about types or different types of sport. Sadly, Project B is not required. It's a little bit difficult to do because we need to make an event and we need to make notes who will take part and where it should happen. So I think that we will not get into it. Last page in this unit, 2.7, what do you know now? So this is a revision for all the lessons we had previously learned. For example, number 1, write 5 pieces of sports equipment. So we have studied some types of sports equipment, for example, goal post, hockey stick, And other examples you can have from here or from the last lesson where we took and learned about these equipments: goggles, shin pads, shuttlecock, racket, and other equipments. So you can read from 1 to 7 and try to memorize the information we already established. Number 5, for example, write 2 amazing facts about Simon Biles. So we have made many points about Simon Biles. For example, she won 5 medals. She was raised in a foster care. Okay. And when she was 19, she won 4 gold and 1 bronze. When she was 6, on a school trip to gymnastics center, a coach noticed her natural talent and invited her to join a class. You can write that or the ones I gave you. Last but not least, the list down below. Look what I can do. I can write a biography about a sports star. No or yes? Can you do this skill or you did not understand very well? I can explain why some foods help my body do physical exercise. So we have learned that in the lesson 2.2, some foods help us do sports, like foods that give us calcium and energy and protein, vitamins, fibers, like vegetables. You can do the rest, and that's it for today's lesson. Thankfully, we have finished Unit 3, Unit 2. Inshallah, next class, we will start with Unit 3, Living Things. That's it for today. If there's any question, ask me during the class time. And thank you for listening, and see you later.